Late night, everyone. God bless you all in Jesus Christ's name. I am a returning player trying out Genshin Impact after the big update. See what they did and seeing if being a returning player, I can find enjoyment and have fun playing this game as a player. In the midst of it, of course, I love sharing the gospel of Jesus Christ, so you'll see me share the gospel as well, free of charge. All right, let's dive in. So this is the new character here, Luma, that does elemental boosts, I think. Now, for a returning player, and being that I don't have many characters overall, I don't know how this character would actually be beneficial.
Protect us. Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse.
For a new player, which I'm curious, what do they have for players that are fairly new
With one heart
and
we pray.
Make yourselves at home.
uncertain in the game?
Leave this place. I let my guard down. No, my soul. This way.
Lightning terrified.
Who's that?
The Temple of Wisdom.
For the everlasting forest. Lush as the moonlight.
Oh, wow.
Rain cutter.
That's crazy. That does.
Let's dance. Eat this. Make yourselves at home. Grow, grow, grow. After frying pans, into the fire.
Surrender and I'll be gentle.
Hi. Huh. Huh. This may hurt a little.
Come a little closer.
Nice.
Let's get down to business.
Share my knowledge. I see everything. Hi. Let the show begin. Ready, steady, go!
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Everyone hold hands. Make yourselves at home. Hey.
Other challenges. Alright, exit challenge. Is it only her that could do Luna Boom? Yeah, it seems like she's the only one could do it. Sucks that a lot of the new features are locked behind a new character that you have to get. It's not like features you could just do. I heard he was good. So I gotta do another 10 pulls for a character. Can it just be a free character? Increased drop rates. $475. Yeah, I've yet to get any more wishes that are free. Thought they said they get like a free pick one. I guess we could work on getting this free character. Quick start. Alright, let's try this out.
Gonna be epic.
Where to?
You want me on your team?
Adventuring is right up my...
Can't sleep? Let's go for a walk.
$71. Do these little things here heal you? Alright, team is fully healed.
Rev the engines!
Forget there's no flying. Alright. Chosen of Dragons. Oh yeah, there's no skip on it. Oh man. It just teleported.
Let's light it up! Show no mercy! Ha! Yeah! Sha! Let's ride! Huh.
Hello there.
Huh? Wait, you're...
Whoa. Wait, but
Totally not the voice I was expecting.
Oh, you didn't know? Coach and...
surely we're not.
You're the heroes. I've been so...
Oh yeah. During the Abyss invasion, we asked Ian-san if the collective of.
not really. It was all Uncle Cuddle. All I did was clear out just thinking about the... But that's it.
Great. Let's go.
Did I just get thrown into a mission I did not want to do?
I know. Present.
Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same. Full throttle!
So weird.
Rev the engines! Rev from the sky! Try and stop me! Full throttle!
Hey,
That is perfectly all right. My
but are we really gonna? Hey, you didn't seriously think we'd let you? Yeah, come on, traveler. And most important.
A little bird told us you'd soon be.
You sure? Don't worry, we won't. You're invited too, Anupa.
accompaniment request accepted.
Wait, so robots like?
All right. And the...
Woohoo!
I think I remember the dude with glasses from somewhere. Not sure.
They've set off.
About time. You know, every time we head to a new nation, this time,
In other words,
Paimon meant more in terms of how it felt on a psychological level. Huh. That actually kind of makes sense. What about you, Anepa? The moon.
I guess I have to return going backwards to do missions.
Paimon, traveler, welcome to Notcry.
Steampunk type area. What kind of... I don't hear music.
That is correct, Paimon. It is also the most bustling.
Oh, sounds like the perfect place to start trying out all the local specialties. Huh? Is something...
Paimon, this is where our
Yo,
spaceship
the
landed.
character's actually voiced?
Well, because those memories are really hazy. But just now, setting foot on this land.
Are you referring to Kuvaki?
What?
The locals refer to it as Kuvaki. It is a unique... That is correct. Legend has it that modern geological...
So... Wait, Traveler.
Notcry is surrounded by the ocean.
Hey, it's a... Let's just do what we've always done.
I'd be more than happy to help you out as...
Our pleasure.
Like we've crossed another boundary.
Paimon couldn't have... Not pro...
The rewards of an adventure worth remembering.
Huh. It just occurred to Paimon.
The guild is located...
Huh? Looks kinda like a...
That is a Kuhanki.
A Kuhenki?
Indeed it does.
The moon got it.
Although Notcry lies, the beliefs of the frost...
Wow!
Correct.
Hey! Looks like she's floating away!
I suggest you follow her.
A cool what now?
Try and stop me!
Is this?
Are there any particular points of
Oh,
recalibrating route if we keep following the current path?
yikes. Why is Paimon...
Full throttle!
I forgot how annoying it is to climb. Oh no. So this is the Luna area. Interesting. I wonder if it deals with Layla then, or Layla.
Yeah. The rewards of an adventure worth remembering.
Where did it go now?
Try and stop me!
What the sauce?
Yeah.
Bruh. I gotta find more of these guys. Well, that definitely makes it convenient to do all that flying. Now, what is that? These birds? Oh, I forgot you have to actually touch it. I tried to jump, but I didn't jump higher. So confused.
Not now.
Fulfill our task!
Rise with the sun!
Stars, shine for me.
I'm going in! That's gonna hurt in the morning. Let's light it up! This is just my... Ugh.
Just what will we come across the...
A little extra training never... Drop your weapons! Both throttles!
Rev the engines! Hit.
Wow!
Which aspects in part?
Well, Paimon keeps hearing people describe Nodcraft.
According to legend, Tales of those ancient. This individual performed many good deeds for. There came a devastating abyssal calamity. Heartbroken. Nowadays, today, no official authority. The Adventurers Guild is.
Hey,
That is, I knows. But according to the scan I just ran,
the wild hunt?
it is a phenomenon that has. If you don't start behaving, I have not witnessed enough. But the oldest legends.
Huh.
Absolutely. Anyway,
Oh, sure. After all. You're right.
Full throttle! Try and stop me!
I know.
Well, let's see what good she is. Alright, let's see. What's her name? And she is...
Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to talk about the newest 5-star standard character, Yumi Mizuki. Mizuki, also known as Mizuki. Mizuki is a 5-star anemo healer and on-field swirl driver or damage dealer who will increase your swirl damage while also triggering swirl and other chain reactions herself. And in today's video, we're going to cover everything you need to know about Mizuki, talking about her best builds, teams, weapons, artifacts, constellations, as well as a C0 showcase. Do excuse if my voice was different than usual at some parts as I'm recording this video as I'm still sick, but I'm starting to feel better. As always, before we begin, I want you guys to know that I do stream upsides on Twitch, link in the description if you're interested. And with that being said, let's talk about Mizuki. Alright, so starting things off, what does Mizuki actually do? Firstly, Mizuki is an anemo catalyst, meaning that all of her normal charge and punch attacks will be infused Zoom Anima. With that said, the main part of her kit is her elemental skill. This is an ability where, when pressed, it will first deal one instance of AoE Anemo damage, and then she will enter the Dream Drifter state. Inside of this state, Mizuki will float around, constantly dealing AoE Anemo damage to opponents at a set interval. In fact, this will be one instance of Anemo damage every 0.75 seconds, with there being an ICD of 2 hits, meaning that you can trigger a swirl every other hit on a given enemy. Inside of this skill, you can control the way you're going, and you will also have a higher pickup distance of Mizuki's special snacks that she generates inside of her burst, which we'll talk about next. Outside of just that though, Mizuki will deal some damage that scales on her attack, but more crucially, she will increase the swirl damage of all of your party members, Mizuki herself included, based on how much elemental mastery she has. Now at talent level 9, this is 0.42% of her elemental mastery as a swirl damage increase, meaning that with 1000 elemental mastery, this will be 420%, and you can pretty easily get upwards of 1000 elemental mastery, provided you have EM main stats and an elemental mastery weapon, as Mizuki is a character who ascends with elemental mastery. With that said, keep in mind that because of the way swirl damage works, and because of diminishing returns, you're not doing 420% more damage, but it is a lot of damage bonus to swirl that will just make it do more damage based on your elemental mastery. Now, keep in mind that this buff is only active when you are inside of your skill, and this is an ability with a 15-second cooldown and effectively a 10-second duration. In fact, at a baseline, it says right here that the duration is 5 seconds, but through Mizuki's first passive, this will be increased by 2.5 seconds whenever Mizuki triggers a swirl inside of her skill, up to a maximum of 2 times. Because Mizuki is going to be swirling, you will effectively have a 10-second duration on your skill, where you can float around and constantly deal some Anemo damage and swirl as much as possible. Keep in mind that inside of this elemental skill state, you will constantly be firing off these hits of Anemo damage that will happen passively as your Mizuki is moving around, but you won't be able to unleash any normal or charge attacks on your Mizuki. It will just be skill damage, which can be a problem for certain teams and supports, but more on that later. Also, I wanted to mention that inside of your skill, you can dash around and try to avoid hits as you are inside of it, which is quite nice. Also note that your skill will end if you press it again or swap off Mizuki. Additionally, through Mizuki's second passive, inside of her elemental skill, Mizuki will also gain 100 elemental mastery, lasting for 4 seconds whenever other party members hit opponents with a swirlable element, namely either Pyro, Hydro, Cryo, or Electro, because this will basically always be the case in every Mizuki team you're playing, as we'll talk about later. This passive is effectively a free 100 elemental mastery to your Mizuki. Next up, for Mizuki's elemental burst, she'll start by dealing a hit of Anemo damage, while also pulling in nearby enemies. The grouping is nothing amazing, but it is one instance of pulling enemies close to you, which is an appreciated bonus. Outside of that, Mizuki will summon a mini Baku. This little summon will follow your active character, meaning it'll stay even if your Mizuki swaps out, and it will create special snacks nearby once every 1.5 seconds. Now, as you pick up a special snack, one of 2 things will happen. Firstly, if your character's active HP is 70% or lower, then it will heal them based on your Mizuki's elemental mastery, with it healing twice as much if it's Mizuki herself who's picking it up. This healing is single target and enough to sustain a character or self-sustain Mizuki herself, but nothing crazy, as we'll see shortly. Now, secondly, if your active character's HP is higher than 70%, instead of healing, it will explode and unleash a shockwave that will deal 1 instance of AoE Anemo damage. This will give you a bit more damage, but also allow you to apply more Anemo, get more swirls, and therefore deal more reaction damage. Now, personally, I do think that the restriction of not healing when you are above 70% HP is a her. Now, things I want to point out are the following. Firstly, healing-wise, Mizuki is best described as self-sufficient, a character that can very easily keep herself healthy, but isn't the most efficient at healing your other party members. Because of this, she has a bit of anti-healing with Frina, although a lot of her teams end up running Frina anyways, because she's generally just your best Hydra option, and still an amazing character, but more on that in the team section later. Also, Mizuki not being able to attack in her skill is annoying. As I said, it ruins your synergy with characters like Singcho or Yelan, and even someone like Beidou, characters who are all great in electrocharge or taser-focused teams, which are some of Mizuki's best teams. Not being able to normal attack gives you annoying team restrictions, especially when you're looking for Hydra options, as not being able to use Singcho or Yelan means you either need to run Frina or a slower Hydra plier like Kokomi or Mona, but they obviously won't give you quite as much damage. Mizuki does have some other teams though outside of just electrocharge, as she can be ran with any off-field supports or sub-DPSs of the swirlable elements, with an aggravate team being another solid option. Now, as far as her value as a character goes, I will say the following. While I've seen a lot of people doom post her, I want to be honest and say that evaluating her as a standard character and as a limited character are 2 different things. As a limited character I would not recommend pulling on the banner. Mizuki is not nearly as good as the best limited 5 stars or even just the average ones, and I wouldn't consider her valuable as a limited.
Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm really excited to talk to you about Chi-Chi, a character who got massive buffs in the last patch with the release of the Ocean View clan set. This new set is not only her best in slot in many situations, but also gives her some niche teams where she's a lot better now, as honestly a viable and good healer. Talking positively about Chi-Chi has been something that hasn't been done in so long, so I'm really happy she finally got more uses. While previously all Chi-Chi offered was just a ton of raw healing, now she can also convert that into damage, making her honestly a lot stronger with this new build, especially in certain teams that we'll cover in this video. And so I'm really excited to talk to you guys about Chi-Chi, and so I want to just get right into it. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about what changed and why Chi-Chi got better now. First of all, regarding the Ocean View clan set, while I covered this in one of my previous videos, the recap of what it does is not only increase your healing bonus with the 2-piece, but then convert all the healing you're doing into damage through a bubble that will explode and deal damage based on Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to my complete Mona guide. This has been one of my most anticipated videos forever because I basically never had Mona until about 2 weeks ago when I pulled her and started building her and testing her so that I could make this video for everyone. I don't know why she took so long for me to get. I got so many copies of other 5 stars and just never got Mona, but I finally got her, tested her, and figured her out because she's one of the more complicated characters. So I wanted to make a comprehensive guide fully breaking down her kit and the different ways to build her because there are quite a few. Mona is a character with pretty great hydro application through her elemental skill and burst, which also will give more damage to your entire team through its omen effect, which I'll explain shortly, and also has just a massive scaling to make it also deal a bunch of damage. She's also a character who's key to arguably the best team in the game, which is a Gani freeze comp, while also having a lot of potential in Vaporize and Electrocharge teams. In this video, we're going to be covering everything you need to know about Mona, explaining how she works, and how to play and build her optimally. A lot of time and effort has went into this video, so if you liked it and if it was helpful, feel free to leave a like and sub if you're new. Also, as always, I want you guys to know that I stream most nights on Twitch, link in the description if you're interested. And with that being said, let's finally talk about Mona. The very first thing and most important thing that I want to do in this video is actually explain how Monas work, especially her burst. Her burst is pretty complicated because it does multiple things and works in a very unique way, and I know a lot of people have trouble understanding this, and most of the explanations I've seen from other people have just made me more confused, so I want to try to make this simple, and then we'll cover her other talents, builds, and all that. Basically, what you need to know about this burst is that it applies 2 things. When you use it, it'll start by applying a bubble onto enemies and an omen. The bubble is the thing that deals damage when it pops, and the omen is the buff that will give your entire team. It'll make those opponents that got hit by it take increased damage, making Mona great as a support. And obviously, in case you don't know, the bubble, when it explodes, deals an insane amount of damage, right? The scaling on this is huge, and on top of that, the omen does give you a huge damage bonus, which scales on your level, and lasts for 5 seconds. Mona's burst is therefore the main part of her kit, what you're usually using Mona for. And so I want to explain right now how it works. So first of all, when you use your burst, it'll apply the bubble to enemies and the omen, as well as applying hydro to whoever hits and lifting small enemies in the air. As you guys can see, it doesn't work on big enemies like your mishaps, but it will lift up and sort of block the smaller enemies until you explode the bubble. In fact, this bubble will last up to 8 seconds or until you proc it, and then when you proc it is when the damage is calculated. That means that if you wanted to vaporize, you're going to have to pop it by using pyro, applying pyro to the enemies, and then letting the bubble vaporize. The omen, which is the damage buff, the duration of it, the 5 seconds that it shows here on the talent menu, will start once the bubble is popped. So that can be important to know if you want to maximize the duration of this damage bonus, which is once again a pretty big part of her kit. In general, when you use this burst, you want to apply whatever element you're using at the start before you even use this burst. In a vaporize team, it's important for you to use pyro at the start, then use Mona's burst, which will apply hydro, removing damage. Pyro,
I am astrologist Mona Magistic.
The second part that actually does the damage is the second part that you want to vaporize. Since your burst applies hydro at the start, if you don't apply pyro at the start, your Mona will basically apply hydro herself, so even if you use pyro after, it won't allow you to vaporize because the enemy already has hydro on him, so it'll be like your pyro character vaporizing. Do keep in mind, since your elemental burst does not snapshot, meaning that you won't like keep buffs for the whole duration, if you are pairing her with Venom, if you want her burst to be buffed
buffed by Bennett's burst, you need to pop the bubble as soon as you swap out of her, since basically when you're inside of the field on Mona, you're getting buffed by Bennett, and then as soon as you swap to Bennett, if you press E very fast,
This
your Mona
is
will
how it
still be
must
buffed,
be.
since Bennett buffs you for a little while. Lastly, something important that you should know is that her burst has an internal cooldown on the Hydra application of about 2 to 2.5 seconds. What that means is basically if you want to vaporize it, just wait about 2 seconds before you pop the bubble, then your burst applies. Because if you pop it early, you actually won't vaporize because her burst won't apply to the instance of Hydra. To show you what I mean, let's say I put Pyro on these enemies, I use Mona's burst, and then I pop it instantly by swapping to Bennett and pressing E. As you can see, it's 74,000, but it did not vaporize. Now I'm going to do another run where I make sure I wait this time. I'm going to wait about 2.5 seconds before I do pop the bubble, and you'll see my damage will be a lot higher. Keep in mind my Mona is on Witsit, so the buff I gain this time might be different from the one I got last time, but as you can see, I waited a bit, swapped to Bennett, popped the bubble, and this time it did vaporize. If you're running Mona for freeze, which again, Mona's amazing in a lot of different freeze teams, you typically want to apply cryo before using her burst, because that will freeze enemies and extend the Omen duration. Since the Omen, which is the damage buff, only starts after the bubble is popped, you can effectively freeze the enemy while the bubble is still on them, then set up, swap your other character, your Ganyu, your Venti, whatever, so that when you pop the bubble, the damage bonus will start, and so you're not wasting any duration of the Omen buff, maximizing your team's damage. So I hope I explained all that pretty clearly. Basically, there's two parts to the burst. There's a bubble and there's a damage bonus, which is the Omen. The bubble is what deals the most damage, and you do want to make sure that if you're vaporizing it, you apply Pyro both before and after. With that second part, applying Pyro after, allowing you to pop the bubble and vaporize it, since you are putting Pyro on the enemy, and then the bubble procs puts that Hydro on the Pyro, allowing you to vaporize, multiplying your most damage, if you do choose to use her that way. Whereas if you're freezing, you want to make sure you have Cryo on it before to extend the Omen's duration. Also, a small piece of bonus information. You might not need to know this, but I do want to mention that the bubble only procs on stagger, so when you knock back an enemy, which means some damage forms like John's Pillar won't actually pop the bubble as opposed to Z. Whereas some moves that don't deal damage with that stagger, that knockback, like Mutao's E, will actually pop the bubble. This isn't something you usually need to know, but it can come in handy for extending the duration in a freeze team. But I don't want to dwell on this since I don't want to make this explanation too complicated, but it is a nice detail to know. And lastly, I do want to mention that this cooldown is 15 seconds, and the energy cost is 60, which is in the middle of energy costs. It's not too high, but since Mona doesn't generate too many particles, you do need typically a lot of energy recharge if you want to spam this on cooldown, but we will go into more detail in the artifact section. Now for Mona's other talents, the elemental skill is a lot more simple. It basically applies this phantom, places it on the ground that will deal constant AoE Hydra damage. Basically it'll hit 4 times, and then it'll explode at the end, so for 5 hits total, dealing Hydra damage, right, so applying Hydro, although there is obviously an internal cooldown on the Hydra application, but it will apply that Hydro from off field, dealing damage, and at the end when it explodes it also generates some particles, usually 3, but it can also be 4. It's random, but most of the time it will be 3. Also, while you can just press this ability, if you do hold it, it will allow you to dash back, so if you ever want to just dash backwards, you can hold the skill instead of pressing it. Something to keep in mind is that the ability does a okay amount of damage, especially the explosion, but it isn't nearly as much as something like your burst. So I'd say focus on your burst first in general, and then if you're support, go for your skill seconds, and as a CPS or a taser, you can go for your normal attack after that. Also, I wanted to mention that if you do choose to play Mona like your main DPS, with auto-attacking on her, the optimal rotation is usually to do 2 normal attacks into a charge attack, so to combo them together, and do keep in mind that you can jump cancel or animation cancel that last charge attack, because it does take quite a while. Now for your passive talents, Mona's actually pretty unique. 2 of her passive talents are actually concerned with dash. If you don't know by now, Mona has a very special unique dash that will transform her into a jet of water, allowing her to apply Hydro, or the wet status, to enemies when she moves. And the dash can feel kind of clunky initially, especially if you're not used to it, and I still find it annoying sometimes. But you still have iframes on this ability, or invulnerability frames, where you can still dodge stuff at the start of your dash with Mona. On top of that, her dash will also summon a mini version of her skill, a little phantom, that will also deal some Hydro damage and explode at the end. For your last talent, this is a very important one. This passive will actually give Mona a bunch of Hydro damage based on her energy recharge. It will convert 20% of her energy recharge into Hydro damage, which is absolutely huge, because Mona's a character who generally wants a lot of energy recharge. Let's say you're running her on 200%, you will gain 40% Hydro damage bonus just from this passive. Now do keep in mind, this passive shouldn't bait you into building way too much energy recharge, although we'll cover that in the artifact section and how much Mona actually needs, because it really depends on a lot of factors. But just so you guys know, this 20% of your ER into heavy damage won't give you as much damage as like an attack stance, but it will give you an okay amount, especially when you pair it with the Emblem of Severed Fate set, to where it can be worth stacking energy recharge, even though you lose out on a bit of damage on your Mona, so that you can spam your burst on cooldown and get that Omen buff to your entire team and just the insane amount of damage that it deals. But once again, we'll cover this in more detail in the next section. With that out of the way, I now want to talk about how to build Mona, the section that you guys are probably looking forward to the most. Mona is a character who's a bit complicated to build and has a lot of different possible builds, so I'm going to try to cover every way you can build her, my recommendations, and what's usually optimal. First of all, for her artifact sets, there's a few options, but Emblem of Severed Fate is the set that will give you the most damage. This is a set that was pretty much made for Mona because it gives you 20% energy recharge on the 2-piece, which is the equivalent of 3 to 4 substats, so that's absolutely huge. And then on top of that, the 4-piece gives you an insane amount of burst damage as well, converting 25% of your energy recharge into elemental burst damage with a maximum of 75%. Since Mona's going to be stacking a lot of energy recharge in most builds, and we'll cover that in a little, you can actually gain an insane amount of damage this way, because this 4-piece does add up very fast. If you have 200% energy recharge, for example, this will give you 50% burst damage, which makes it absolutely the best set for your Mona's damage. That being said, other sets can be more beneficial to your team depending on what you're running. For example, if your team doesn't have a Noblesse Oblige user, I recommend you running a Mona, because this will still give you 20% burst damage, while also buffing your entire Noblesse attack by 20% in 12 seconds. The main thing I'd say though is if you're running another Noblesse user, or you have someone that can, like Bennett or Diona, I would recommend running that on them and then giving your Mona ammo. However, she can be a pretty decent Noblesse user if your team doesn't have it. Also, with the freeze team, where you're carrying who with
Shadows of Fate!
deals so much damage, you need to use Mona to buff players with your own, and to also apply Hydro consistently from on field. Because of that, it's oftentimes more beneficial to run something like Noblesse Oblige, or even Maxic Vanilla can be viable, although this set does hurt your Mona damage a lot, but it will buff your team by giving them attack percent increase every time you roll elemental skill against an opponent, and so these sets can be viable, especially when you want to amplify your team's damage. While I'm not the biggest fan of Millilith on Mona, as I mentioned, it can be good in like freeze teams, especially for low investment, if you are mainly using Mona as a hydro pilot and want to buff your team. To maximize your own damage though, the Emblem of Severed Fate will definitely be the best, with 2-piece Noblesse Oblige and 2-piece Heart of Depth as well, also to be viable also for your substats are better than all the players. And while one of the mainly and primarily support the character, if you do want to use her as a DPS or an off-field auto attacker, you can consider running the 4-piece Heart of Depth on her to increase your normal and charge attack damage, and so overall there are quite a few different builds for her. Now for the artifact stats you want with Mona, it can actually depend on how you build her, so hear me out. Generally speaking, to maximize your damage on your substats, you're looking for crit rate and crit damage, with attack percent and elemental mastery being good too, and energy recharge being very important until you have enough or the exact amount that you need. Energy recharge in general is very good for someone like Mona, because it can be quite difficult to spam your burst on cooldown if you don't have enough, and it also gives you some damage through the Emblem of Severed Fate set if you're running it, and with your passive tower. Now regarding the exact amount of energy recharge you need, it actually depends on how you play her, and this becomes very relevant, especially when you consider what you should run on your sands, whether you should go energy recharge or a more offensive one. In general, as a support, I recommend energy recharge sands, because it will allow you to spam your burst on cooldown very easy, without needing amazing substats, and some team comps just need a lot of energy recharge. For example, when you run Mona in your freeze team, you need 200% or even more energy recharge, because you're not spending a lot of time on her, but you need her burst to be up on cooldown, so you can perma-freeze enemies and buff your team's damage. Because of that, having an insane amount of energy recharge in the freeze comp is a must. Now obviously,
As long as there's food and a place to stay. Hear this!
say as a DPS, attack percent sounds really better, but as a support, I highly recommend energy recharge.
Full throttle!
If you are big pricing with Mona and you're trying to just run her as a first support and maximize your damage, I do want to point out that elemental mastery or attack percent on the sands will both increase your burst damage more than an energy recharge sands will. So these two options are or elemental mastery can still give you more damage to your burst. However, energy recharge doesn't actually make you lose that much, especially if you pair it with the elemental Sour Fate, where I typically recommend it. For the exact amount of energy recharge you need, once again, it very highly depends. For Waybride's teams, you need around 160 to 180, whereas a freeze comp, as I mentioned, can oftentimes be 200 or more. So because of that, here's what I recommend. Energy recharge on the sands, for most people as a support, is what you should go for, although attack percent and elemental mastery can do more damage if you already have enough energy recharge. And in case you're wondering, because this is a pretty common question for reaction characters, elemental mastery will buff your Waybride's damage more than attack percent typically, but attack percent is more consistent since it will buff all your damage, not Waybride's. Typically I recommend using one that has better substats if you aren't going for an energy recharge stance and want a more offensive one. For your other pieces, for your goblin, you want a high damage bonus typically, since it is just the most damage. Keep in mind though that attack percent with good substats can be a decent option, especially because you gain a lot of damage percent from like the add-on and your passive and stuff, where attack percent can be nice, although high damage is typically the way to go. For your circuit, you definitely want crit, either crit rate or crit damage, to maximize the numbers of your abilities and just how much damage you're dealing with your burst. Okay, now that you've
Try and stop me!
and I've kind of cleared up how you can play Mona and a few different playstyles, I just want to cover the weapon section, and this is honestly pretty straightforward. There's basically 3 categories of Mona weapons that you should be building. The first category is her burst weapons. If you want to maximize your Mona
Here we
weapons
are,
overall,
the
Stellar
flagship.
Atlas and a high refined Witsit are the best options. Witsit honestly giving you the most potential burst damage, with Atlas being a more consistent option, and every other 5-star catalyst is also very good. However, if you don't have any of those options, generally speaking, Mapamare, especially refinement, can be
No
very
matches.
good.
I
High
identify.
base attack, the elemental
Hey,
mastery that it gives you,
why don't we go ask the owner?
Bro, he acting like we have all
What
that.
they say is true. Bark is
What? It's too much to invest both in weapon and in artifacts. Like, what were they thinking?
Well,
Hello there, Dim.
You know each other?
of course. Enough is a regular.
Not at all. The energy conversion efficiency.
Funny that you should mention that. Well, you were.
Aww. Yep. So,
Varka?
Paimon can't believe he's made such.
Right now?
Huh? Where?
It's a lake in the northern.
Oh. So. Well, if he's that.
Exactly.
Whoa.
Oh, and by the way,
Thank you.
no, thank you.
Traveler, Paimon. Why don't you go ahead?
Sure thing.
Oh,
No worries. We should.
thank you.
All right.
So much button pressing. Oh, she got a circle button, bro. Like, what's her name? That's weird. You gotta hold it though.
Noisy here.
Oh my
Back
god.
in my day.
Go to the guest room.
Feels pretty nice having someone start. But is this really the flag? You mean it's got something?
What the? They just disappeared.
Oh.
Please, there's no need.
Wait a sec.
Ah, quite.
Whoa, that's.
Ah,
Yep, you sure would be.
what a rare.
Are you here for? Oh,
That's certainly one way to put it. I'm a Ratnik of Nodcry, normally stationed near the burial grounds to the north. My.
burial ground.
Your surprise is, but if you've heard,
Oh,
I thank you for your.
Paimon sort of gets it now. But even so, she is still pretty sure she could never get used to living in a graveyard herself.
Well, would you? For.
Oh, sure.
Not at all. You're always welcome. Then allow me to wish.
Jeez, what a weirdo. Not to badmouth him at all. His lantern? Huh. Yes, you... Hey! Try out the berries and now, heading all the way back to the flagship feels like...
Please,
Huh? What's going on? Oh, wait! Fred, quick! Let's grab some too!
Moonlight illuminates the path before.
Huh?
Just now we're...
The birds and the...
Forgive me. I am Laum.
Happy to oblige!
Think nothing of it.
The finest you...
As perhaps you have... And now, with...
Look who it is again.
That's right.
The Fatui! After what you've been doing to...
Wilhelmina?
You hear that? No.
But... My lady, they...
Please, you two.
Come again?
Let me finish.
You!
Hey.
Where's the meat? Who wants...
Those stooges...
Ever since they came to Nod...
Judging from how they reacted just now.
Well...
I see. Just as the birds, you will always be welcome. May we meet again in the moon's...
Looks like Inefa isn't done with her shop. Good idea! Let's see... This is not... This is the spur... This is the Vesnici Prolicha greenhouse. And this is the Rossum workshop. And over here, they've got a super tall up that way north. And so, hey, come on. Huh? Looks like we'll finally be able to act. Where? What? Anyway, where are we?
Now, can I use this water to climb up walls? No, that's sad.
Rev the engines!
Lucky us. Hey, Catherine.
Not Catherine.
How ridiculous.
Huh?
They often say that mortals, shackled by their own flesh and blood, may fail to perceive the truth of this world.
But
That's how long. What's the words I don't want to read?
gotten the wrong person? At second glance, you do seem a bit younger than Catherine.
A creator might forgive ignorance, but being mistaken for one of my own creations is beyond all pardon. Look very closely, for standing before you is none other than Marionette, 7th of the Fatui Harbingers.
A harbinger?
I told you already, I'm not Catherine. Today's you interfered with my work.
You should have known
we
this.
are
It was
not
weird that
crying.
all the Catherines are the same.
Oh, perhaps you have misunderstood. Just because not cry.
Yeah, right.
I've said what
I'm
I
assuming
need
her
to say.
playstyle is going to be similar
What
to the
you
Geo girl with
and
the puppets.
being the refined young lady that I am. Ad Astra Abasask. Welcome to Not Cry, Dominion of the Fatui.
I'm so mad right now. How can anyone so
Don't be,
but if a
bro.
Fatui
Don't waste your
harbinger is just-
frustration on that.
Astra Abyssos. How may I help?
You're so much.
Ad Astra. Ah, traveler. You're certainly. Please take this brand new adventure.
The drawing of her eyes.
Whereas this notebook is. I hope it will be of help. Safe travels,
Make a wish. You can destroy it.
Ad Astra. Ad Astra.
So the gold grind begins.
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing.
This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life.
Full throttle!
Please, here you go. And if you. Oh dear. So it is the real deal.
Of course it's the real deal. Everything you'll find here is 110% real. Meaning every one of my deals is as real as a deal can. Wait a minute. Well. And with no. Come. How could you just sneak into not.
Thank the Archons we.
Oh, come now. You know as well as anyone how impeccably and conscientiously above board. Well, Rhaegar, a clever merchant, always has a backup plan. Or two, or three up their sleeves. As the saying goes, a rabbit with many burrows fears not the hunt. Since you're both here,
We literally just arrived.
my.
What's that?
Information, of course. Information about Nodcry. Locked securely in the otherwise impenetrable vaults of the Lord Sangam of Bay's brilliant mind.
Literally the
I
same
knew
animation
it.
multiple
Wow.
times.
You sure?
What do you mean? The moment I said things got even more turbulent after the Fatui pulled down two ancient moon's remnants, people began to catch a whiff of the coming chaos. And the more trouble.
Not at all sorry to interrupt, but we're not here for Mora.
Oh, really? In that case, what would you like to know about? The Frost Moon. Still, things between them and the Fatui have gotten pretty tense. It's only a matter.
I'm glad you don't have to go through all the questions.
Listen to my.
The curatorium is
Just a
I'm
place that handles
interested
all
in
kinds of
only the
disputes.
action.
But the owner will charge you an absolute fortune, and she has a temper to match.
You're not just saying that to.
When did that? What do you mean? Of course not. I'm only thinking about your wallet. I mean,
You're really not convincing.
all right. Business is it? But I'm not lying about that boss lady. Not only did she make it into my top 3 people not to mess with in Nodcry, she's also in my top 3 people most eager to trade in favors.
Seriously?
Fine, if you don't. But when you realize what I'm saying.
ask for a boost jump.
Ineppa!
Hello.
Did you manage to get...
I did.
Not for now.
Any progress with
No.
one possible
Aw.
Understood. After all.
Good point.
Understood.
Rev the engines!
Oh no! There's a little animal trapped over there! Huh?
The tides of Kuvaki affect everything in Notcry. So
So you're saying we need to use Kuvaki? Don't be scared! We'll get you out of there soon! Oh, it worked! Off you go now, little one. Don't go getting yourself caught again.
Try and stop me! Full throttle! Rev the engines!
That was a process for something so simple.
Something to add to my collection. Try and stop me! Rev the engines! Try and stop me!
What about thieves? I just got thrown into another thing. Good old quests. Hello, fellow traveler. Could you help me with these thieves? Huh? I didn't even know what I was doing. How did I get into doing this quest? I try to switch.
We could do with some more fortune.
Full throttle! Rev the engines!
Didn't expect me to have pay to win Movigo on my team, huh? Her burst is pretty quick.
Rev the engines!
Easy.
Try and stop me! Hey, not a bad haul. Full throttle! Final warning!
Let me scribe.
Rev the engines!
fight this thing?
No, drop your weapons!
Hip.
Oh, I see now.
Full throttle!
Not bad.
Light it up! Final warning!
Show no mercy. Shadows of fate.
Burn it down! Stop right there!
Delves into death.
Sha! Yeah!
Is it too much to carry? Here, let me help.
Rev the engines!
Where's the thing I'm supposed to use?
Not bad. Not bad.
Full throttle! Drop your weapons! Try and stop me!
bad.
Final warning! Full throttle!
Not bad.
Stop right there!
This is the most difficult thing to do. Where did it go?
I caught it back and it was Zach.
Okay.
Rise with the sun! Drop your weapons!
What's the point of doing this?
Not bad.
Stop right there!
So confused. That's what it is. Okay. This is a Ratchet and Clank villain. Oh man.
Final warning!
The fact they can still go through the shield is annoying. Like what? Cheesy boss, bro. Very disappointed. It was a random quest I didn't want to do.
Hey, not a bad hop.
War better be good. That was crazy.
I know. Present.
Exploration and trials. Adventuring is. Try and stop me!
Adventuring, trying to stop me.
Full throttle!
I do have to say, Mona is a very high water applicator.
Drop your weapons! Try and stop me!
Follow me, my robot minions. Good job, my robot minions. Follow me, my robot minions. To these things, my robot minions. Now combine into Automatron. What the sauce, bro? Did I really just slip and fall through the cracks? Keep trying to do the air dash.
This should cover food and rent for a while.
Stop right there!
Always need to go. Don't know what this is. I'm gonna pick it up. Pick up everything I see. That's just the explorer in me. What this else? Let's obtain the gold coin. What are you doing up here, my friend? You must be in my
Rev the
queue.
engines!
Yo, that thing literally gets me everywhere, bro. I don't know what the portable bearings are for.
Here we are.
Whoa!
I hope she's a healer, because I don't have a
That is
good water
correct.
healer besides Barbara, and Barbara is difficult to use. I just don't like using her, to be honest. She's best policy.
I know.
What kind of language was that, bro? Was she cursing, bro?
Inappa, you're back significantly early.
Everything went very I know. I know.
I've been on my best behavior the whole time you've been gone. She's got chocolate all over her mouth.
We hope that's chocolate and not poop.
While I was away, did you strictly abide?
Oh, of course I did. One whole cake, one crumb cupcake, and...
It was either.
Oh, shit.
When did you finish the?
Literally just...
Let me just go run a.
I meant today, a week ago.
And then you restocked an entire.
2 weeks worth. Why does Paimon feel like the...
Calculation complete. I knows.
no fair.
This is what happens when you break.
I only...
You do not sound
Every
like
day,
a
just
robot.
Objectively not
Heh, heh, heh.
Oh.
The wrath of a hero.
I'm very sorry to have kept you.
Oh, so
It's not that emotional,
will I
Kim.
be able...
Negative.
Thanks enough.
I know. Allow me to.
It's the honorary knight and nice to meet you, I know. Enough, huh? Oh yeah. So, yeah. We heard. No. Do either of you need? Sure, wouldn't know it from that snack tantrum she just threw.
Is it really that difficult to add a skip button?
Exactly. No. Oh. Nope means nope. More specifically, by nope, I mean, I've never seen a...
What I know means is.
Oh, so, yep. So, who would even do beats me? Besides, sounds like a Frost Moon Saya, huh?
There wasn't enough time to delve.
What kind of rituals are we... I've never actually seen...
So what's her ability, or the people of this lunar place?
Looks like we'll have to try our luck with the... Aw, leaving so soon?
It's getting late, I know, and.
Aw. Don't worry. We'll be sure... Really? You promise?
Never make a
I'll be
promise, bro.
staying to look after.
Hey, don't sweat it.
I'm glad to hear that.
Never make a promise. You got her. That was quick,
Are
bro.
you here to play with me?
Alright, let's see what she can do. I will trade her out for my 4-star character here.
Let me down, Kerplunkatron.
Now, let's see. Is she a healer? We're about to find out. Let's see what she could do. So she's a grappler, bro. I don't know. I feel like Mona is just a better version of her. Well, let's see what these all did. Those moose catcher. Sing animation. Same spin animation. Nothing new.
I know. Present.
But she only works for characters that have a moon sign. What about not having a moon sign? That makes her kind of useless. Wait, when did I get all these weapons? Elemental Mastery. We'll go with that one. We're gonna go back in time to these other ones. She has no cool mobility, nothing. Disappointed. Alright, well, let's see if these grappling thingies are gonna become useful.
Ready? Warwick Bookhouse. Guess this is where we go to buy books in Liyue. Should we ask here?
Feel free to look around. There's no...
We're looking for the Liyue.
Sorry, dear.
Huh? But
The thing is, it barely sold any copies.
well, that's a shame.
The fact remains that I don't...
Who's Changman?
A book collector who lives in Ching... He was a regular customer here back...
Did somebody say out of print book? Is there a chance that volume 6 of... Apologies, my liege. Since you and I are both in search of lost... My pleasure.
Kinda disappointed.
Chew on this.
not a bad haul. Try and stop me!
I have gathered everyone here today to make an important, and perhaps some of you will have heard the.
We built the Jade Chamber?
So the rumors are the Jade.
Lady Ningguang.
I gotta read this story.
Nevertheless, the building site has been chosen. They are as follows: Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
Excuse my ignorance, Lady Ning.
Only sufficiently Adepti Sigil. Although these three, I take the say. You may ask.
These things won't be easy.
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Haha, what a coincidence. I won't divulge too much.
No.
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber?
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think? Yes. Provide.
Really? Then we'll never be short of more.
The construction of the. I have other business. Remember.
Ningguang's super busy. Come on, first.
Well, I'm glad I don't gotta do it from the beginning. Glory to
Ma'am,
Jesus.
as it happens.
No.
Ah, don't be like that. Why don't you stand there? Oh, right, yeah.
Did you hear that? They said they had some useful information. Information's just what we need right now. Let's follow them and see what we can find out.
Grand skies. Holograph Engine 6. Its tides.
There's something I had to do. I'm not sure what it is.
Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and human. Rev the engines!
They're not here. Let's keep looking.
Well, you... Don't worry. We're not bad guys. Boss, I got a bad feeling about... So what?
I've already told you. If you...
Come on, man. It's not about...
I won't...
No more excuse! Yeah, I saw you. Then seen you at kiosk. How could you afford...
Master will... But here we are.
Boss, I'm telling... What are you afraid of? We're just selling information. It's not illegal. If she lays a finger on us, all the better. We'll
Oh, you again. Silence!
Shenhe.
Shen?
My name.
Oh, so you're...
I've heard about... I could have dealt with it myself, though. I...
This is Lila.
Laws.
Really? So...
That would be...
She's so... Wait, that's right, then, of course.
Chingson, Glaze Lily.
Kinda hard to explain. Anyway, Boo Boo Pharmacy's not far away. After all... Do you think Shenhe might be an adeptus? It seems like it's her first time in Liyue Harbor, and she doesn't seem to get how things work.
Are you here to buy some herbs?
Chingson, Glaze Lily.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here you go.
Thank you.
Jeez.
My hunger. Though they.
Paimon had it.
Because I'm not sure what the food of the mortal realm is most delicious. But should I return to the mountains, you're sampling each dish in order to.
Return to the.
Enough about me.
Oh, right, and.
I see.
Yep. Were you interested?
I came. However, you have shown me your kindness, and I would now.
Wow. But having an Adeptus help out.
Then let's not delay.
Great.
I am. We simply need to.
Vito!
Really?
Look. Sunset for.
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over there.
Baiju? What are you?
Lady Ningguang.
Huh?
I'm not too Oh. And
No.
as far as the...
Okay then. Thanks, bye.
You're quite well.
Yeah, I've been playing. Where have you been, my boy? Where has your bolty been, brother? I'm assuming it's up that way.
Try and stop me!
The heavens are... Uh-huh. And what do you want?
We've heard you've got tons of old...
Huh. Don't get... After the chasm was sealed off to pay off my debts, wrong. That would... Unless you have other business...
Please tell me that you didn't
Legend of the Shattered Halberd.
What? But we...
That work wasn't... But over time, it was barely any copies of the first...
The later edition inexplicable.
Yes, that's right.
You mean...
Yes.
Hey, Chang. You've got some nerve keeping me and my boss. I'm sure you don't need me to.
Oh, but you know I can't afford to.
That's your business.
Whoa there, friend. Come on.
Just who do you think you...
My liege, I am but one who comes to the...
Guhua clan? Oh, there was me thinking...
Justice is blind to our back.
Get a load of this guy. And you, Chang?
So... just...
Oh, what does it matter?
3 long years I have...
All right, give it a rest.
Hey, where...
I'm so confused. How do I choose the mission I want to do?
Master Xingqiu, thank goodness you're finally...
Oh? Why do I detect...
The guild has had a whole... Your father gave me...
I see.
Oh, how wonderful.
Hey, Xingqiu! Glad you're here. We want to ask you for some information.
Traveler, pipe, shoe. I need to entertain...
Understood, Master Xingqiu.
I wasn't counting on finding you here.
Xingqiu?
Oh, I see.
As well?
The truth is, we are holding it on behalf at the end of the day.
500 million!
Honestly, I would recommend...
But
don't panic.
Who?
Sea Gazer was once very...
Yes, precisely. According to records of drift after Sea Gazer luckily,
That's great! Wouldn't it be
You need...
open-minded.
Just a rumor I heard out in the mountains. All right, then.
Oh, I almost forgot. Adept...
Okay, we...
I'm curious to see how the Dendro team will build.
Rev the engines! with the sun!
Shadows of fate! Fate is upon you!
Light of the blazing sun!
Just like we rehearsed! Delve into destiny!
Burn it down! Full throttle!
Let me scribe!
Rise with the sun!
Wow, this is so lucky!
I'm never late.
My mind is completely blank.
Rev the engines!
Shadows of
Fulfill our pact! Burn it down!
Let me scribe!
Keep lolling! Eat Papa! Get him! Get to work!
The night is cold. Don't be scared. Written in the stars. Shadows of fate.
Rise with the sun!
My guiding stars. Let me scribe.
Light it up! Hey, not a bad haul. Pyroclastic surge! Burn it down!
destiny.
Rise with the sun! Rev the engines! Pyroclastic surge! Full throttle!
Let's see. Shincho said it should be around here, but Paimon doesn't see anything.
This place was.
Wow, that's amazing! Yep, let's take another look around. Hey, look! Is that a museum? Another chance to learn from you!
I believe with any luck, this.
Really? Look, and now that Paimon takes a closer...
These are not real If we want to go down, we must first just.
All right, then let's do...
I sense the presence.
Burn it down!
Fulfill our pact.
Unleash!
Delve into destiny. Show no mercy.
It appears that we've been taken for intruders. This time, why not allow me to take care of this?
You two! Time to end them! Shadows of fate! Fate is upon you!
Wrath from the sky!
Manifest! By ordinance, the core of the mechanism is exposed. Now's our chance.
Rise with the sun! Light of the blazing sun!
Whoa! We're gonna fall! Is everyone okay? Look! Cecilia's disappeared beneath the clouds again!
It looks like we need to go further down. But before that, let's destroy the guard mechanisms on this level first.
Wrath from the sky!
Get to work! Shah! Keep lolling! He's Papa! Get him!
Unleash! Do your master's bidding!
Rise with the sun! Light it up!
Fulfill our pact!
Manifest!
Fate is upon you. Delve into destiny.
Pyroclastic surge!
Obey! Unleash!
Here goes! No! I messed up. Again. Shadows of fate.
Suffer the wrath of Eastling! Show no mercy!
Manifest! Obey! Cryo incarnate!
What's up?
Look at this. This is dope edit.
Keep lolling! He's Papa! Get him!
Delves into destiny, written in the stars. Fulfill our pact. Unleash. Obey by ordinance divine.
Suffer the wrath of Eastleigh! Show no mercy!
Unleash.
Take me! Earth below.
Obey. Unleash. Cryo incarnate. In your dreams. Let me scry. Manifest. Shadows of fate. Unleash. Decided by destiny. Obey. Manifest! Delves into destiny. Obey! Manifest! By ordinance divine. Unleash! Obey! Written in the stars! I will wipe them out! Unleash! Manifest! Let me scry! Cryo incarnate! Unleash! Shadows of fate! Obey!
that be the Sunset Vermilionite? Is this it? It's so huge! That's true!
Prostrate doesn't float until it's activated. Only after being active.
Wow, Shen.
Only because I don't care for her stories most of.
Hold on a sec. If we activate it here, but if we don't.
Don't worry. I can handle.
Are you sure?
Please don't worry. I'm my safety.
That's right. You gotta be extra.
I'll go on ahead with.
How is Shenhe able to carry that huge rock all by herself? Huh. Adepti super strength. We can't slow down yet. Let's go meet her at the building site. Need my help is... Think you can bully me?
Try and stop me! Full throttle!
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How can she? Oh, mighty
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply, I'm going to award you.
My name isn't I was just delivering this for some other.
Shenhe, and Ningguang's little helper.
Ah, but I have to. In truth, if everything goes according. As a side note, now, please excuse.
Shenhe.
Oh,
What kind of reaction? Whenever
I've had similar compliments before. They call me an adeptus, treat me with great deference and respect.
Yeah, 'cause
But I am not.
Shenhe?
I'm fine. I've been exerting. No need.
You can't do that. When you're hungry, you go eat.
Okay.
Great! Now.
Try and stop me!
Hi there. Since this was chosen so big,
Great!
one of your rooms here, your key.
Shenhe, you should. Paimon's gonna. Let's buy one for Shen.
All right. If you need anything, don't hesitate. Mm-hmm.
Hey! Isn't that clap? Let's go inside.
Full throttle!
One trust.
So far, so good.
Naturally.
Cool. So calling her Shenhe.
Her adeptus. On this ladder.
Oh, right. What? You knew already?
Do you mean to? Ah, yeah. One first inside was Shenhe, then aged around 6 years old.
That sounds so.
When one arrived, she had already been that she was one dealt with.
In other words, if you hadn't had.
Not necessary.
That's still so.
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering. Indeed. However, Mooncarver, red ropes haven't. It is only by.
Oh, now Paimon gets it.
Huh. You dare draw such a facile conclusion on the nature of one's present excursion? Incorrect. The truth is that while Liyue Harbor may seem peaceful today, danger is always lurking in Ningguang. If she handled, let us conclude.
So, Shenhe isn't an adeptus after all? wonder she doesn't like being treated as an adeptus. Having everyone falling over themselves to show their respect all the time must be kind of hard to deal with.
Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons in the world below.
Hey, so Shinra.
Master
We
has
skip.
explained my situation to you.
They have all these other features down here. No, skip button.
It's okay.
So annoying.
The fault is for this.
To be fair, anyway.
Got it.
Great! But after all,
And it doesn't end there, bro. It just continues and continues.
chicken drumsticks on the way back.
What makes it a little quicker is we got a motorcycle, which makes no sense. But we got a motorcycle. Makes traveling a lot quicker. Look how quick that was.
Look! The but
That's because it's not finished.
Hey, Byron!
Given the enormous... Before we find some... Once the plus strike, the remainder of the...
Miss Bywin, we brought some new materials to submit.
One moment. I'll be right... The construction work has only been able...
Did they change up her gecko?
Thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Wow, can't wait. I'm pleased to meet you.
Ado?
Sure am. Oh, I've got some introductions to do. This is the renowned Miss Yun, or Yun.
Greetings.
These two are Paimon
Shenhe.
Miss Yun is also...
It's an honor to be honest with...
Wow.
Excuse me for...
No, I don't.
In that case, Lady Ningguang's, instead of competing...
Sounds great.
The plastrite, what that I do.
Precisely.
Huh.
Okay then, from what I've heard...
We will head into town and seek it...
Wonderful. I'm gonna take off. See you later.
Okay, by the way, I'm...
Okay. Okay. The skipping process, bro.
I concur. It has a rich